hopefully we'll get through this in one take. I actually have tried to do this video twice, and the first time I just started sneezing at this part. Hopefully we can get through this in one take before I run out of storage again. I'm tired of trying to put videos together. I am too elderly for this. I have paid my dues. I have lived my life. I was here when the first Razor phone existed, and I couldn't afford it then, and I can't afford it now. So that's the energy coming into this reading right now. I've got this like deck I snatched from Temu when I ordered a couple of fun things that I wanted, and so now here we are. It's been a minute. Hi, how doing? I am taking things slow, not that you asked. I am trying my best to just pace myself, get to myself. I have been experiencing a lot of like new realizations about myself, and boy, like learning about yourself is not for the faint of heart. Yeah, I understand now why people choose to just be fucking ignorant. It makes sense to me now. It's honestly, like, it's so much easier to just be a dick than it is to, like, be a better person. It's literally, like, I don't know. Just, I think about the time I, like, had this misogynistic POS in school in a position of leadership trying to tell me that the Pilates video I brought to our fitness class didn't count as a workout because it's Pilates. Had his stupid ass sweating 5 minutes into the video, and that was like back in the olden days of 2010. Yeah. Not much has changed, and that pisses me off, and that's why I have ascended into being a witch. Like, that's what happened. Like, you want to know the sum total of my trauma. Okay, yeah, that felt like, oh, whoa. See, this Egyptian tarot, oh no, this Egyptian tarot deck just be taking me the hell out. Sorry, I had to, like, lock it in. I was getting too excited talking my shit, and Spirit Team was just like, bitch. And I was like, you're right, I came here for a reason. How's it going? How's it going? Okay. I don't know what's happening. And this is just the way that I say things now. It just feels good to just clear the air. The reason why I said hoo-hoo is because in the Egyptian tarot deck, which I will read from first, I will read this one in particular first. Tower card right off the bat. We don't like the tower card. Tower cards are scary and sad. Yeah, jeez. Sorry, fam. Ruin. The decapitated pyramid is the death of hope, the ruin of our constructions. Arrogance, presumption, prison, ruin, desperation, punishment, lack of balance. Alright, so in my Woodland Wardens deck, I have pulled 3 cards. The first one is the Horse and the Bluebell, Modest Fortitude. The second one is the Quail and the Gooseberry, Anticipation. And then the Finch and the Peach, Romance. Interesting. So we've got Anticipation, Modest Fortitude, Anticipation, and Romance. Huh. And a Tower card. Okay, well then I will go ahead and read the 3 others that I pulled from the Egyptian Tarot, and we will see. The first one that I pulled was the Queen of Daggers. Sometimes you gotta just be a little bit unserious when it feels really fucking serious. Yeah, the Queen of Daggers is the Lady of Revenge. Difficult character. sterility, rancor, and loss. Whoa. Okay, the second one that I pulled was the Six of Pentacles. And that says the bundle of papyrus, help given and received, cooperation, gratification, and repayment. Cool. And then the last one was the Ace of Cups that I pulled. That is the Soul of Osiris, abundance, joy, nourishment. Okay, interesting. So some shit went down. It's bad. It sucks. But like it kind of looks like you're. Do you just like have me checking in here to make sure that you're back on the upswing when like bullshit's coming? Because it feels like that's what keeps happening. Like I keep having these readings where I'm here and everybody's just like, God damn, this was crazy. What the fuck was this turbulence? And then I come in here like, God damn, I don't know. I wasn't having turbulence. And then I'm like, are y'all okay? And it's just a lot of like, damn, like a tower card pull, that's really intense. Like that's not even, like usually we get a death card. But we're like firmly in a tower with like the Queen of Swords or Daggers, dagoon. And I see like, okay, Modest Fortitude was like, honestly, okay, so Woodland Wardens was just like, has just been giving me the vibes. I've been playing with it a lot. 7 of 7. I've been playing a lot with it, and it feels like a very gentle, like, deck. So it's just like, they've been trying to, like, they said in 3 cards, like, a Modest Fortitude. You just need to have, you know, stand on your principles, but be malleable. Just be modest about it. And I'm like, that's a really, really sweet thing to say. And this deck over here, like, guys, blah. And I'm like, whoa, because the bullshit. Okay, cool. And then you have Anticipation. Like, Anticipation kind of seems like our Pentacles, I believe. Yeah, our Six of Pentacles, like the bundle of papyrus, help given and received, cooperation, gratification. So like Anticipation, the quail and the gooseberry. So then that would be our Six of Pentacles. That makes sense. Yeah, so the horse and bluebell for the Modest Fortitude card seems to be like the embodiment that you had to deal with this tower moment involving this Queen of Swords situation that you went through. And I'm whatever. Quail and gooseberry is the Anticipation, because you do have the hope that you're gonna be okay. The bundle of papyrus, help given and received, cooperation, gratification, repayment. You're about to be in a very like beautiful exchange of just shared, healthy, boundary setting relationship. Like you're moonwalking out of the bullshit, it sounds like to me. And then like this Ace of Cups here, I mean Osiris, Osir, you know, cool dude, abundance, joy, nourishment. We like it. We like that. Why not? Why do I always feel like, okay, I hope this doesn't like, ooh, hell yeah. I am super, 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 super clumsy, so when I don't knock my phone over, I feel like a god among insects. I truly do. I have my phone propped on the very basket that all of my decks are in. That one and this one. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh wow! Hello. Okay, so we have 4 goddesses here. The first one, you know, interestingly, it keeps popping up for me. So I always walk into these thinking that I'm just doing these readings for myself, because like very specific cards will come up for me. Long Bubby Susie was the first one. For from our African Goddess Rising Oracle. And I will do it's number 19. And I'll explain why briefly. Yeah, 10 I'll explain why it's interesting. But Lambabi Susie keeps the children of Belize terrified. Viewed as a shadow monster, she has the power to kill or to nurture with her long, scary breasts that contain milk and poison. This beautiful Afro-Indigenous spirit may be a distortion of the Arawak Taino moon goddess Atabe, which is like my peoples. So I've been looking into my ancestor work, as I've mentioned before, and been broken hard. But this has come up. Shadow guidance, you are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful, even the ugliest moments. You have a heart, soul, and breath. That makes you beautiful. Embodiment, you are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the very best you can. You are lovable, and you are complete. Declaration, I am protected. So that's really cool. Yeah. Shame. Lambabi Susie is the goddess, or the shadow goddess of shame. This one is Aizon, Miracles, number 42. Okay. Mambo Priestess Aizon is the wise Haitian Iwa, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit of the first priestess. Guidance, you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. Embodiment, you claim you want miracles, but you take an I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self, do what awakens your soul, and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it. Declaration, my life is full of miracles. Okay, cool. Yeah, you've got some shame. You're dealing with it. This one is number 17, Satira, goddess of being brazen. The energy and spirit of Buxton in Guyana, South America. Satira is brave, bold, brazen, and barefaced, casting a spell with her hips. Guidance, step up, go for it. Partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm will fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into the source. Embodiment, make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. God, goddess, force, energy is brazen. Declaration, I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. Dang. You about to be called to do some audacious things, it feels like, my guy. Like, you're gonna get all that and the bag of chips, it sounds like, with this reading. This is pretty powerful. And like, listen, when I see my mommy, when I see my mommy, my spirit mommy, like, listen, 7 is like my favorite number. It is her, like the number associated with her. 7 and the concept of boundaries is basically what I'm drafting as like my life's mission for myself and the world. So when she showed up here, I was like, all right, Mama, what you got to say? So that is number 40. Goddess Yamaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba Mother Orisha never leaves you. Guidance, wake up, awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yamaya swallows your tears. Embodiment, you are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is goddess rising. You are waking up, and once you've experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You don't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This ascension is your divine purpose. Goddess declaration, I am receiving and radiating love. Damn, guys. This is good shit. I like this reading because it's like, it feels so doom, gloom, and despair at first. It's like, you know, I really like this is a beautiful picture of this like horse, you know, with like beautiful like flowers in the hair, you know, the bluebells. It's modest fortitude. Like, this is a very graceful way of enduring like some shitty cards that life dealt you, right? Like, what a way to like embody this rough shit. Like, this is a pretty harsh in comparison, don't you think? Like, it's saying some things, it's very clear you went through whatever harsh shit this looks like, and you did it looking like this, my guy. Look at that. I am super, 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 super proud of you. That's you. You look beautiful. Like, damn, you know, because you had your eye on the prize. Like, the quail, like birds, you know? Interestingly, like, this is kind of like a bird that kind of looks like Oser in a way. Like, it's not a falcon, but like, look how noble this Oser bird looks like. Even though I said that this is like associated with like the Six of Pentacles, you know, and like how these two go together because of like the hope, you know, the anticipation and the hope, you know, like in the anticipation and the hope. And then we have another bird card, and you know, it's romance, you know, that One of Cups, or the Ace of Cups, the One of Cups, the Ace of Cups, this, you know, yeah, 1717, this Oser cup, this collaboration, this abundance, this joy card, paired with, like, look how free you fucking knew. You knew this romantic, beautiful thing. And I feel like, again, this is like a twofold thing. Like, you're stepping out in a way that's just brazen and it's not typical. You know? You switched your perspective to who you look up to. Like, who are you looking up to now versus then? Like, are you looking up to people who embodied evil and manipulative ways to use the creative powers that they have? Or have you started looking more at a group of people that embodied their differences and used those strengths to do and be better than what they were coaxed into being? And I think that's you, and that's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. So your brazenness, I mean, the brazenness that you're bringing to the table, I'm seeing here, I mean, based on this beautiful card, like, you're just out here, like, being fucking happy to be alive. Like, look at you just existing and being freaking gorgeous. Like, that's your fight. Graceful as fuck. That you. Like, you walked through the hardship and you came out like that. Like, you used that power. That's freaking amazing. And yeah, like, you had to face the shame because everybody else misunderstands you. You know, Long Baby Susie is like, you know, they said this distortion of Atabe. You know, Atabe is a fertility goddess of the Taino people, like a group of people whose voices are still till this day not adequately heard on their own fucking turf, you know? Like, here we go again with indigenous people bitching. We're not gonna stop bitching about it. There is literally not much you could do to get us to stop bitching about it. Like, there's nothing. You have tried fucking everything to get indigenous people to shut the fuck up. Yes, I'm on my soapboxes. I'm still pissed off right now, and I'm still in my shit, okay? You've done everything in your fucking power to shut us up. Atabe was a fertility goddess. You want to know why the Puerto Ricans like the Coquis? Because she was a beautiful ass Coquis goddess, in my opinion. You know, body of a frog, beautiful head of a woman, gorgeous ass. And when she was pissed off, Juan was on the way, because that's a feisty ass Taino goddess, okay? That's what you get. Shit. And that's beautiful. and then that just gets distorted. You're sick and tired of that shit. You have to deal with the shame of the distortions. Like, half of the shit you're being blamed for, like, they're projecting their nasty shit onto you after victimizing you. So yeah, like, you're having to deal with a lot of shit, but you know what, like, you believed that being yourself would reveal the true character of who your accusers were. And so you bodied that fucked up situation with that tower and that Queen of Wands. They just don't seem very good. That's a fucked up energy that I'm feeling from you, and you really you bodied it. I'm proud of you. And then you woke up to the realization that, like, there is nothing wrong with you. They have tried so hard in so many sinister, backhanded, awful ways to turn you into something that you're not. They tried to take everything about you and convince you that you were evil when you were the closest to the actual divine than anybody else. And that is fucking infuriating. You're fucking right. You have every right to be pissed off. And yeah, I know you could set it off in this bitch, and you have every right to do that. And nonetheless, I'm really proud of you for walking through that with the grace that you showed. And don't let those gaslighting motherfuckers tell you that you went off the deep end. You did not. Now, go get you this book. I started reading it. I started reading it. I got through the preface and a little bit of chapter 1. It is called The Gift of Anger by Arun, Gandhi, and Other Life Lessons from My Grandfather, Mahatma Gandhi. Now, this man is one of the people that I looked up to as a child, briefly, because I'm like a charcuterie board type of interest, special interest autistic. So, like, I really looked up to the idea that, like, he was just so chill with, like, bullshit. And I was just like, I would always, but I looked up to him in the way that people, 22, I gotta tell myself now, damn it. And I looked up to him in the way that people do when they want to, like, be an asshole. Like, I was bitter as fuck. Like, people like him existed, and it pissed me off because it was like, here I am, a really angry, misunderstood little shit, and people are over here like, you gotta be like this guy. And I'm over here like, unachievable. There's no freaking way. And they would cite all of the things that he would say, you know, in that sacred space of non-violence, but he wasn't, it wasn't speaking my language. And so I was led to this, where it tells the truth about a human being who lived his life trying to teach people how to just be okay with being a human, because that's what you were created to do. And you can find ways to channel the anger into places that are for good. So go get you this book, because I'm fucked up, I'm angry, I can feel your rage from here too, like, it's mixing all up in there, and you're trying to do the happiness thing, you're trying to do the rest thing. I'm having a hard time with rest. I don't know about you, but like, my team has had to shut my damn brain off. I have had to go on literal autopilot, because I am just, you know, when I learned one thing, I learned it all, and I got pissed the hell off. And I ordered this book right away. Because, like, the more I'm open to receiving the knowledge of the past, of history, not mythology, history, the more I learn about my history and my ancestry, the more fucked up I get about it, and I've had to take a step back from the world about it. Now I'm back, and I have this book and several other books that I ordered online, and The Gift of Anger, Arun Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's grandson. It's got stuff in here, you know, like, it starts off about a person who, you know, this grandson, the author, fucked up, angry, rightfully so, you know, growing up in, like, situations socially and politically that were just, like, subpar for human beings to be living in. But they're also touching on shit we're going through right the fuck now. And, like, you would think we would be over this kind of shit, but, like, here we are. And I needed to see that this book just feels like something that just got released yesterday. It feels like someone just published this book yesterday. Yesterday is too soon. The fact that this feels like a yesterday thing. It's just, but we need to read it. Let's do this. Let's lock in. I would love to read this to you. I've been debating about, I know I want to do storytelling and people like the sound of my voice allegedly, so I'm trying to accommodate, but I've been trying to think about a lot of different things. I wouldn't mind reading this book for us to go to bed too. And I might do that. I feel like that's a good book for us to read together. If you're not in the mood to read it yourself, you just want to hear someone read it, I'll read this book out loud. We could do that. I think it would really help us. Because we're about to step into a new territory of situations where people really still are on their ancient energy, and it's it feels unacceptable to you as a person who is possibly a layperson. Or you at least see yourself as a layperson. I feel like you don't see yourself as some kind of incredibly intelligent academic type. I feel like you just think you're a person. And I fuck heavy with that. Same. I had a situation this weekend that made me realize that I am not a weirdo. People are just weird about weirdos. That doesn't make sense, but I liked it anyway. I needed to stim. Get yourself some dice. A pack of dice to just play with. Stim a little bit. They're allowed. And be true to yourself, seriously. It's working. It looks good on you. You look fucking great being yourself. You look amazing being yourself. Ugh. You're really, really cool as yourself. All facets of you. Yeah, you can switch it up. I'm gonna have you listen to Tom Jones. She's a lady. You don't have to be a lady to accept this song into your heart, okay? I actually really don't give a shit, what sexual organs you have, actually. I truly don't want to know about it, because we're strangers, and so when I say things, I mean that in the energetic space. What makes you feel empowered and loved? I think that's the general idea and energy. This guy is just talking about how freaking awesome she is and how proud he is that he has her. What makes you feel like that, bitch? I want you to feel that, because you should, because you did that shit. You did both. You did it all. You're fucking amazing. You did that shit. You did everything you needed to do in that moment to prove your character completely spotless. You did that shit. While also making sure that the boundary was completely set. I'm proud of you. Anyways, I'm tired of being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. Ta.